per game. Cameron Langley for North Carolina A&T, averaging 6.5 assists per game. He leads the league in the category. He's top 20 in the NCAA.
Yeah, one of the things about Rashawn Davis, he hasn't been playing mean enough lately. He's kind of gotten into a passive mode. And I know Coach Moten's probably said something to him about it, especially after the last couple of games. Field goal percentage is even down because he's a little bit nonchalant with the way he's attacking the post. We know he's a much better player than he's shown in the last couple of games, and today will be a perfect time to show the world how good he can be.
This is Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. Eagles and Aggies getting ready to meet. This is the 153rd all-time meeting between the two. You're listening to the Eagles pregame show presented by North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat. They specialize in LASIK, ophthalmology, and audiology. You can visit them online at nceent.com. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with starting lineups in a moment. It's Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports. We're back in a moment.
You're listening to NCCU Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles. It's bow time.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive state-of-the-art care in a personal community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. It's almost time for tip-off. The only thing that's in the way now is starting lineups. All right, Joe Simmons sitting next to me. I'm Jonathan Duran. Joe, what are your City Barbecue keys to the game for today's game?
I think the biggest thing is going to be not turn over the basketball, value each possession. I think the team that turns it over the least is going to be the team that's going to win this game, because transition points are going to be hard to come by in this game. And what's going to happen is the team who can get the most easiest baskets is typically the team who's going to come out on top.
These are your City Barbecue keys to the game, Eagle fans. Every time you attend a home game here at North Carolina Central University, you can take your home ticket back to the City Barbecue down the road on Highway 54. We'll wait a moment for starting lineups. We'll have tip-off for you in a moment. This is Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports.
You're listening to NCCU Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network.
Spoken for Communications specializes in speech-language pathology and occupational therapy for children of all ages and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at www.spoken-for.com. Spoken for Communications, because every child deserves to be heard.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive state-of-the-art care in a personal community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character to gain substance, faith to believe dreams come true, integrity to foster goodwill, loyalty to grow through, and love because there's an abundance of it. At Quality Care Solutions, we seek to provide a safe, constructive climate in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Eagle basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. Starting lineups being introduced to the floor right now as North Carolina Central gets ready to take on North Carolina A&T State University here on the NCCU Sports Network. Jonathan Dern alongside Hall of Famer Joe Simmons. The Eagles and Aggies get ready to meet for the 153rd time all time. The Eagles trying to move up in the MEAC standings. They are 4-1. North Carolina A&T 5-0. As we get into today's game. Starting lineups, let's get to them right now. First, from the visiting Aggies of North Carolina A&T State University. They are led by head coach Jay Joyner, and here's how they organize in numerical order. Number 3, Quay Copeland, a 6'1" junior guard from Greenville, South Carolina. Number 4, Terry Harris, a 6'6" graduate combo guard from Dix Hills, New York. Number 13, Cameron Langley will run the offense, the 6'2" sophomore guard from Southwest Guilford High School in Greensboro. Number 22, Malik Gantz, a 6'3" senior guard from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And number 33, Nelson Nweke, 6'9", graduate center from Grandview, Missouri. North Carolina Central will send out their same 5 from their last game, and it looks like this. Number 4, Jordan Perkins, 6'1" sophomore guard at the point from Greensboro, North Carolina. Number 0, Larry McKnight, also outside, 6'4" combo guard, redshirt senior from North Miami, Florida. And also out on the perimeter, number 11, Randy Miller Jr., 6'2" junior guard from Odenton, Maryland. Inside, and number 1, Zachary Douglas, a 6'8" senior forward from Landover, Maryland. And number 32, Rashawn Davis, a 6'9" redshirt junior center from Chicago, Illinois. All right, Joe, you've been involved in this rivalry for a while. How excited are you for this year's iteration here in Durham?
It's gonna be exciting. I'm glad to see them playing back at home, and since they've been doing that, the games have been so exciting. Almost all the games have been close and come down to the last minute.
Tip controlled by North Carolina A&T. They'll go from left to right on your radio dial here in the first half of play. They'll start in the hands of Cameron Langley. Langley will lob this one to the right side to Nweke, and he'll give it right back to number 3, that's Copeland. Copeland spinning on the baseline, goes back to the top of the perimeter to Langley. Langley had the long afro last year. He's cut it short, and he leaves that three-pointer short as well. Jordan Perkins skips it to the right side to Randy Miller Jr., back to Douglas. Now Perkins, corner. McKnight for 3, and that's no good. Rebound pulled down by Rashawn Davis. Davis far from the bucket. He's going to try to back his way in. Turns on the drop step. Goes on the reverse layup. Pretty move. Couldn't finish it. Gets his own rebound. Second chance, no as well.
That's okay. I like the aggressive nature. That's what we like from him. We like him to be aggressive and attack the basket. Went back, got his own rebound, establishing himself in the low box.
1 minute gone by, no score. Ball on the right side. And here is number 22. That's Malik Gantz. Gantz lobs it inside, trying to turn his Nweke. The right elbow jumper is no good. Pulled down by Douglas. Outlet pass goes to Perkins, right side. Now Miller again. Back to Perkins. Douglas. Left side, McKnight. He'll drive. And he'll bowl over the defender for the charge.
That's a bad call that time. He stopped and put on the brakes, and the defender leaned into him, because if he would have kept going at his own path, he would have ran through him pretty hard.
1 minute, 15 seconds gone by. Still, we have no score in this contest. Sub now as Terry Harris will come in, and checking out was Malik Gantz.
Yeah, Gantz must be a ceremonial starter, and they sub for him at the first whistle. That was pretty quick.
Very quick. Aaron Edmead, he's back in the game, or back in this contest between North Carolina Central and North Carolina A&T, as a quick jumper is made by Quay Copeland. Edmead has been a player that the Eagles have seen quite a few times over the last few years, and he's been pretty efficient for the Aggie club.
Yes, he has.
2-0 Aggies. They score first. Perkins to Miller. Miller holds the dribble back to Perkins. Moves around the screen, skip to the left side. It's tapped. It looked like it was tapped out of bounds, and A&T's going to get it.
Yeah, that's been the downside of Perkins this year. He's making the right pass. They're just not good passes. He's got to pick up that part of his game.
So the inbound goes to Edmead. Edmead will walk this one across midcourt. Eagles in a high-pressure defense at the moment. They were able to use that to their advantage against Morgan State on Monday. Edmead still dribbling. It's 12 to shoot for A&T. Moves to his right, 10 to shoot. Edmead, top of the perimeter, pump fake. Now back to Edmead. His three on the move is good. The Aggies now lead 5-0.
Well, that's the type of possession you want. The ball didn't move a lot. You want them to force him into a couple situations. That time he just got off a good shot, and he was the better offensive player.
So here's Miller with it. Eagles still looking for their first bucket. Perkins moves off the screen back to Miller. Miller to drive. Tied up, loses the handle on it. It goes back out to Harris.
A little passive. He should have taken that jump shot. He had a clean look at the basket. As good a shooter as he is, that's the type of looks we want.
So North Carolina Central struggling to get off the mark here. And the Aggies will send this one inside to Nweke. He turns on the hook, and it's good over Rashawn Davis.
That big-time move that time. Used his body to get a little separation. Davis went straight up. Looked like he would be able to get it, but a nice drop with touch that time by the big fella.
So the Eagles still trying to find their footing here. Perkins with the volleyball line. Skips it inside to Douglas. Douglas back out off target. Intended for Miller, and the Eagles just really seem out of sorts right now.
Yeah, they do. It's probably a little bit of excitement within the crowd, but also not the best play we've seen from the Eagles to this point. And Coach Moten right away is going to his offensive stalwart, bringing in Jabri Blunt.
So the substitutions now, as you mentioned, Jabri Blunt coming in. But the 6'7" Richard Jr. combo guard from Pittsburgh. And he's coming into an important situation right now. The Eagles still haven't found the bottom of the net. They trail 7-0. It'll be Cameron Langley, the point guard we talked about during the pregame. He's going to take this on all the way. No, skip it out. Three-pointer left wing. Misses well off target. Miller couldn't hold on to it. McKnight does get to it. And the Eagles will have another offensive set. McKnight picks up his dribble, finds Perkins. He'll swing it to Miller. Miller for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Blunt. And Blunt fouled. Randy Miller, you saw him put up that 3, 7 for 8 on Monday afternoon against Morgan State.
Yeah, the thing that you hate about that for most guys is the next game they usually have a little bit of trouble after shooting that well, or they can pick up where they left off, and he's been hesitant, which makes me think he might not be putting it up as well.
And a quick inbound and a quick jam from Rashawn Davis that puts the Eagles on the board at 7-2.
Well, that's the way you want to get on the board right there, and now it's up to the Eagles to play better defense now and see if they can't get some easy buckets.
Davis 2 points, 2 rebounds. Eagles out-rebounding A&T 6-1 right now. Drive to the right side of Langley. Shot blocked away by Perkins, but they're going to call too much contact there. There'll be 2 shots.
Like, he volleyball punched that one. That's good defense. I think the official was anticipating contact that didn't happen.
Jordan Perkins, he's picked up a few blocks so far this year. You wouldn't think it, but he actually was credited with the game-saving block on the road at Delaware State. Perkins, through the course of this season in his sophomore year for North Carolina Central, He has 4 blocks this year, 13 steals. So for a point guard, it's a little more defensive effort than you would really expect with the 4 blocks.
And that's the thing about him. Like, he's coming this year. He's in better shape than he was last year. He was chubby last year at the beginning of the year. He's coming in great shape. He's doing everything that he should be doing, but it's almost as if he's playing faster than he's used to playing.
Langley splits the pair from the line. He makes the first, misses the second. Jabri Blunt will hand it off to Jordan Perkins in the backcourt. Perkins lobs it back to the left side to Blunt. Blunt looks to drive, takes it all the way to the 10 himself, and gets a kind roll.
And see, this is the lineup I was thinking he would go with today. I thought he might play Blunt a little bit, even at the point, and let him initiate the offense and get more shooters on the floor.
Jabri Blunt, 6'7", listed as a combo, but he does play more of a guard. Here's a three-pointer, looked off balance from the left wing, missed, and Miller pulls down the board for the Eagles. Miller racing to the paint, and a double clutch layup. It rolls and goes.
Yeah, I like that. Be aggressive, young man. He came out. If you're not comfortable with a J, make a few shots and see it go in, and then the sky's the limit.
I didn't even know he had that gear. He put the turbos on.
Yeah,
there.
he did, and I think he'd be a good point guard as well. Watching him handle the ball in pregame, I was pretty impressed.
8-6, North Carolina Central down by 2. Cameron Langley, the sophomore guard, runs the offense. He moves to his right, is matched with Blunt now. Driving to the paint, kicks it to the corner. Ball keeps moving for A&T, and it's back to the free throw line. 4 to shoot. And the ball lost, taken away by the Eagles. Perkins, across midcourt. Goes inside, Blunt, jams it home. Tied at 8.
Down, young fella, throw it down. And that's what I was talking about, easy buckets off defense. The defense is going to be the key to this guy. This team isn't good enough yet to generate enough offense to beat good teams, but if you can get a few steals, you can offset the difference, and I think this team can win a lot of games.
Everybody talks about Larry McKnight being the fire starter as a drive for the left side is blocked away by Rashawn Davis. You saw Jabri Blunt flex as he came back up the court last time down.
Yeah, I like that. Those two together on the court, I really like when they do that because they both play good defense.
Langley in the corner, 2 to shoot. Langley driving, ball tipped away, and that's not going to get the shot off before the horn. Didn't think he did, but he missed the shot anyway. Perkins across midcourt now as he sets up for the Eagles. To the corner, McKnight. What's he going to do? Into the paint. Rolls, wouldn't go in. The ball goes out of bounds. 13:59. How about that for an opening 6 minutes of basketball? 8 on the scoreboard. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports.
You're listening.
Spoken for Communications specializes in speech-language pathology and occupational therapy for children of all ages and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at www.spoken-4.com. Spoken for Communications, because every child deserves to be heard.
Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character to gain substance, faith to believe dreams come true, integrity to foster goodwill, loyalty to grow through, and love because there's an abundance of it. At Quality Care Solutions, we seek to provide a safe, constructive climate in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports, and we are live from a rollicking McDougald-McClendon Arena. This place is always on fire, but when North Carolina A&T comes to town, it's special. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Jordan Perkins ready to inbound. Perkins looking, he'll lob it into Jabri Blunt. Blunt out to Miller. Left wing tray. Halfway home, wouldn't go in. The rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by A&T.
Yeah, fortunate that time that Davis didn't get the over-the-back call because he was reaching a little bit of contact there, but I like the swing by Blunt. We got to knock that jumper down, though, but you give him enough looks at that, he's going to start making them.
That's Joe Simmons. I'm Jonathan Duran, Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports. McKnight weaving into the paint. He lost a handle on it. He collided with Davis, and the Aggies coming back up the floor trying to break the tie. It's in the right corner. They'll move it back around to the left wing to the hands of Cameron Langley. 6.5 assists per game, 5.6 points per game. Flirted with a triple-double on Monday on the last time out. He's able to get all the way to the 10 and knock it in for 2.
Yeah, good job by Blunt, too, realizing that he was beat. Don't compound the situation with a foul and give him a three-point play. He pulled his hands back and just conceded that he was beat on the play.
10-8, North Carolina Central down by 2. Here's Miller. He goes again for 3, left wing. That one finds the target.
And there he goes. Get him started. Let him feel one, go through the net, and then all of a sudden he'll start knocking them down in sequence.
11-10, North Carolina Central by a single. And Langley driving on the left side. He turns. Here's a three-pointer. Left wing, and that's good in response from Ronald Jackson.
Nice looking shot. A little flat, but it went in sweet. Didn't realize the big fella had that kind of range.
All that matters is that it goes through the net, right?
Yes.
13-11, North Carolina Central down by 2 as Miller floats it in the paint. It's no good. Rebound tapped and brought down by Jackson. He just made that 3.
Miller being aggressive on the play, and you like to see that happening. Got to be a little softer with the touch on that runner, though.
Ed Mead swings it to the middle of the floor to Malik Gantz. Gantz, 6'3", senior from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, as they kick it over to the corner. Three-pointer from the wing from A&T. Goes over the top of the window and out of play.
Yeah, I like that, though. Nice pump fake that time. Got the Eagles to go by him. Now Zachary Douglas comes in and gives Rashawn Davis a little bit of a break. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Reggie Garner Jr. get in and get a little bit of action early, too, to try to see where he's at with his jump shot today.
John Guerra, he's going to check in. He'll come in for Larry McKnight Jr. and also in is Julian Walters. John Guerra, he became an integral part of this team down the stretch. He started nearly every game in conference play. The final game in MEAC play last year, as it always is, was against North Carolina A&T. And Guerra hit 3 triples right out the gate to start the second half, and he sent this place absolutely electric as the Eagles were on the way to a win last year.
Yeah, he's one of those players who can bring a lot of energy as well, too, because he thrives on defense.
Julian Walters at the point, picks up his dribble. He swings it to Guerra on the right wing. There's 10 to shoot. Guerra bounce pass back to Walters to the corner. Miller. Splash.
That was excellent ball movement that time. Guerra's pass looked like it was going to get intercepted. He shot the gap and made the right pass instead of making a flat pass. He made a nice bounce pass. The ball works around, and Miller doing what he does best, splash. Had
a few NBA corner 3 words to say on his way back down the floor, it looked like. 14-13, Eagles by 1. 11:26 to go, it's Ed Mead. He's matched up with Zachary Douglas, same number, Douglas much taller. Langley with 5 to shoot, tries to drive, kicks it out. Three-pointer from the corner is also good from Tyrone Lyons.
Yeah, nice shot that time and good ball possession that time by the Aggies. They worked the ball in the middle of the floor and kept the options open on the outside, and they were able to knock down the 3 as a result.
You might consider North Carolina Central to be a good three-point shooting team, 33.1. North Carolina A&T, 37.8 from the perimeter. Travel called against John Guerra. The Aggies get it back. They're up by 2, 16-14. This is Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive state-of-the-art care in a personal community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Spoken for Communications specializes in speech language pathology and occupational therapy for children of all ages and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at www.spoken-4.com. Spoken for Communications, because every child deserves to be heard.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports. Catch MEAC Basketball throughout the month of February and March on Flow Sports. Exciting regular season action as well as all first-round, quarterfinal, and semifinal games of the 2019 MEAC Basketball Tournament are all available on Flow Sports. Fans can also catch MEAC track and field, softball, and baseball action on Flow Sports. For more information and to subscribe, please visit flowsports.tv. Aggies with the basketball. They move it to the right wing. And driving his way in was number 13, Langley. Langley drops it off, and here, moving his way in to jam it home was Ronald Jackson.
Nice slow move, but he walked his way down to the basket and was able to elevate it. He just kept levitating until he got the dunk.
He got in there and said, all right, well, I've got enough space, so I'm just going to go up. Walters, Douglas, left side, Gardner. Aggies by 4. Pass goes inside, knifed away by the Aggies.
Yeah, perception was good on the idea, but bad execution that time by Gardner.
So Langley in the jump circle. He starts the offensive set for North Carolina A&T. Drive and a backdoor cut. Now it goes back out to the corner and back around to Edmead. Edmead, free throw line, loses the handle on the ball, and 2 Eagles after it. Neither of them could get it. Pass goes out to Edmead in the corner, travel. It's almost turned into an opportunity for A&T after nearly losing the ball. But the Aggies turned the ball over on the travel.
The ball movement was good, just bad execution on that side. He shuffled his feet before he took off. They had created a mismatch that they'd like, and if he would have been able to attack the basket, I'm sure there would have been able somebody he could have dropped it off to get the easy bucket.
18-14, North Carolina A&T by 4. As Julian Walters moves it to Zachary Douglas. Douglas thought about the 3. He won't take it. Gives to Guerra instead. Guerra to the corner. Gardner pump fakes. He'll rise to the middle. Back to the left. Douglas. Inside now. Davis. Back out. Gardner. And that 3 off the window. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Power dribble in. And a shot blocked away. Not too often you see that.
No, not too often you see somebody get up as quick as he does off the floor. And that time he went up and met his match at the top. But that's one of the, you got 2 shots that you like right there. You just didn't convert.
9 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first half of play. It's Julian Walters will bounce this one inside to Douglas. Out it goes to Walters again. He'll move up towards the volleyball line as Coach Moten puts up a hand signal. The Eagles start a new play. Right side, Gardner, Guerra, now Walters again. So Walters crosses over, moves to his left, picks up his dribble one more time, and he pivots. He'll hand it off to Gardner with 7 to shoot. Gardner, contested 3. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis back to the rim. Puts it in off balance.
Yeah, and a little bit of fall may have helped him a little bit because he slid quicker than he would normally step.
Eagles still down by 2, 18-16. You see another look at that. Rashawn Davis able to touch it in for 2 points. 8.5 to go here in the first 20 minutes of play. Langley, right wing match with Walters. Pass to the right corner, off target, looking for Copeland. And Langley highly frustrated with missing that pass there.
Hey, you see Coach Moten giving Walters instruction, picking the ball up a little bit too high, so it's hurting their offense. He's got to keep his dribble alive and to try to attack the gaps a little bit more if he's going to be a little bit more efficient in running the offense.
Nelson Nweke coming back in for North Carolina A&T. A&T, the guest team, they're in gold today. White trim down the side. Cursive white Aggies script on the chest, blue numbers. The Eagles in their traditional home light grays. Maroon checkerboard pattern down the sides. Maroon numbers and letters that read NC Central across the chest. McKnight finds Perkins. Perkins off the screen, bounces to the corner. Gardner, this one's wide open. That one wouldn't fall. Rebounded by McKnight. Shot up off the window. Level again.
Good job, and it's crazy because Gardner Jr. didn't miss a shot in pregame. I was like, man, he looks like he's feeling it today. And of course, the action starts and that adrenaline starts flowing, and it changes a little bit.
Eagles shooting 42.1% from the floor. Aggies an even 50%. Aggies 7 of 14. Eagles 8 of 19. 3-pointer on the way. No good off the heel of the iron. It goes to Rashawn Davis. Davis high out the pass goes to Gardner. Gardner to Perkins. Perkins out to Douglas. Douglas transition 3. No. Rebounded inside nearly by McKnight, and he loses it off the arms of Reggie Gardner Jr. 7:31 to go in the first 20, and we're back to level terms at 18s. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports.
Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character to gain substance, faith to believe dreams come true, integrity to foster goodwill, loyalty to grow through, and love because there's an abundance of it. At Quality Care Solutions, we seek to provide a safe, constructive climate in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Eagle basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. North Carolina Central Eagle Athletics would like to thank these corporate partners for their support. Spoken for Communications, City Barbecue, Tradition Ever Since, Bojangles, Quality Care Solutions, and North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat. 18's on the scoreboard, 7.5 to go in the first 20 minutes of play. Jonathan Duran alongside Hall of Famer Joe Simmons. It's North Carolina Central and North Carolina A&T meet for the 153rd time all time. Rashawn Davis blocks away a reverse layup. Up it goes to McKnight. Showtime! Two-hand slam from Larry McKnight Jr.
And the energy of getting up the floor. I saw him turn and sprint as soon as Davis caught it. He was the last player back, and he ran by everybody and got up front for the dunk.
20-18 Eagles by 2. Out it goes to the top of the perimeter. And running the offense now is Malik Gantz. He's back in the game. To the corner and back to Gantz it goes. Gantz crosses over, driving, drops it off. Here's a free throw line jumper. It's good. Good rotation from Nelson Nweke.
That was a pretty shot. Nice rotation, nice extension from the big fella.
Back to level 20s. 6.5 to go. Stay tuned at the break for our halftime show, presented by Quality Care Solutions. Break down the first half and go over what's happening in league play. To the right corner, McKnight. He drives to the paint. Hop step on the way in. Off the window. No. Rebound tapped out. It goes to Blunt. Blunt Euro step finger roll. No. Tapped around. The Aggies surrounded. They almost fought each other for it. But they're able to communicate, and they have the ball.
Yeah, I like the idea. Go up a little bit smoother, though, with the Euro step and try to get a little contact. Don't avoid it. Get some side contact and get to the line.
Amari Hamilton pulls for three right side. It's no good. Pulled down by Miller. Hamilton, fifth-year player for North Carolina A&T. As Perkins flashes behind in the backcourt. He goes inside to Blunt. Blunt called for a travel.
I don't know if that was a travel or not. It looked like he paused on his step, and the official thought he was going to pull it, and he didn't. He put it down. That's a bad call right there.
How about that move in the backcourt from Jordan Perkins?
Yeah, nice move right there. That's good reactionary time for a good point guard. You got to have quick hands. That's that ball drill where you've got multiple balls down and trying to create a situation. He showed you he can handle the ball as good as anybody in the country.
Cameron Langley running the offense. Shuffles his way towards the left wing, trying to weave his way into the paint. He goes outside, pump fake on the deep three from Copeland, and now out it goes. Here's a three from Langley. And I guess he's got to wipe the sweat out of his eyes. That was the issue there, right?
Yeah, a little short on that one. The rim moved on him just a little bit. The rim moved east and he shot west.
It's a breeze. Contact came out. I mean, what else do you use on the playground? You get in there.
Hey,
you have to do something. Who was it that said you have to wipe your hands on your shorts? Was it Vince Carter? You have to wipe your hands on your shorts.
Something's wrong.
Right. 20's on the board. 5:20 to go here in the first half. Miller, he goes to the right side. McKnight. And now to the point to Perkins. He points to a spot on the floor, and he'll receive that screen. Perkins stops, finds Blunt. Right side, McKnight. McKnight hop steps in, lost a handle on it. It's a 2-on-1 run out. Copeland will take it himself. He loops it off. Shot altered by Blunt, but the shot will count, plus the foul.
That was pretty good defense, but a good call by the official as Blunt did get him a little bit with the body on the play. That's just bad execution by McKnight. He lost control of the basketball and put the guards in a bad situation. Luckily, Blunt was able to get back and help Parker out, help him out a little bit, but he was unable to get there in time.
Blunt gets his first, and that's team foul number 3. And the three-point play is completed by Amari Hamilton. Hamilton, as we mentioned, 50-year player, Southern Durham High School.
Yeah, been around for a while.
Been a big factor for North Carolina A&T. We've seen the Aggies take a top 3 seed in the tournament last year. It's been tough going for him as Randy Miller is able to can that jumper from the left elbow.
And see, I think he plays better with the ball in his hands. He's a good off-the-ball player, but he's a good mid-range shooter off the dribble, which is something he doesn't show enough for someone who can shoot it as well as he does from the 3.
See another look at that jumper from Miller as Hamilton gets the ball right wing. He pulls contested 3. Good. Right over Larry McKnight.
And that's a good shot. Larry McKnight was in perfect position, got a hand in his face, and he was able to knock it down. Not more you can do besides block that shot in that situation. 26-22. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Stay tuned to the break for our halftime show presented by Quality Care Solutions. Inside, it's Davis. Davis up and under move off the window. Couldn't get that one to fall. Yeah, he's got to stop falling, though. He's got to go up real strong and be as strong as you can be. Don't make yourself small like he just did.
Langley will be matched up with Jabri Blunt. Interesting to see him out at the point defending. To the left side, Copeland. Copeland trying to turn the corner through the gate screen to the right side. Another 3 from Hamilton. This one he misses.
Not shy.
4-point spread, Perkins. Jump pass to the corner, McKnight. He drives, jumper for 2. Splash.
I like that. You're not happy with the 3-point line. Get to where you're comfortable and make the shot. Made shots are valuable possessions. 3.5
to go here in the first half of play. 26-24. Hamilton holds on to it. And now he'll move off the screen to the middle of the floor. Bounce pass to Langley. Langley thought about the 3. He gives it to Wake. Now Langley to drive right side. Off the window, no. Pull down by Davis. Out it goes to Perkins. Perkins has options to Blunt. 2-hand hammer.
Oh, yeah. I like how Blunt run the floor that time. He's starting to round out a little bit. He looks like he's in a little better shape than he did about a few games ago.
26 on the board. We are tied again. This game's been tied now for the 4th time. 2:50 to go. Langley with it. He's hammering the ball off the hardwood. He goes to left side. Copeland for 3. No. Again, well off target. Miller will give to Perkins. Perkins shakes towards the paint. Goes to Blunt. Blunt for 3. No good off the front side of the iron.
Yeah, that would have been big right there. That would have been a big momentum swing, and the crowd would have got into the game a little bit more.
Timeout taken by North Carolina A&T, and that should send us to our final media timeout of the half. And we will stretch it out. 26 on the scoreboard, 2:30 to go in the first half. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles. It's bow time.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive, state-of-the-art care in a personal, community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. For the latest information on Eagle Athletics, including tickets, interviews, special events, and more, visit NCCUEaglePride.com, the official website of NCCU Athletics. Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports. 26. We're tied up 2 minutes and change to go in the first half of play. Jumper inside the paint is no good. Rebounded by Rashawn Davis.
Got away with a travel that time on the play, and the Eagles were pushing it up the floor, and Davis traveled and gave it right back to him.
Tough break for Davis there. 26 is still on the scoreboard, 2:09. He's called for the travel, and it comes back the other way. During the break, he got a quick message from the new NCCU football head coach, Trey Oliver.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice little job letting the fans know it's about them and that he wants to see them more involved.
Former Eagle himself, he takes over at the helm, and he'll start on the field this fall. As a three-pointer, a fall away is missed, and a foul on the rebound attempt looks like it's going to go against Jordan Perkins, and it does. Perkins tabbed with his second, team foul number 5 for the Eagles. Excuse me, number 4.
But that's a good sign as this half has gone pretty smooth. They've let them play.
Right.
They hadn't called a lot of touch fouls, and both teams have been playing a lot of zone, so it hadn't been a whole lot of situations to get a lot of fouls. But now it's going to see if the Eagles can put together a run here in this last minute and 52 seconds.
Amari Hamilton with the ball swings it to the left side to Aaron Edmead. Edmead, double team, spinning away, is able to push it to the right side to Copeland. Copeland off the screen, middle of the floor now to the right. Edmead, with 10 to shoot. He drives on the way in, skips it out. And a pump fake on the 3, Copeland. A three-pointer right side. Good on target from Ronald Jackson. And he is really coming alive here. He has only attempted 9 three-pointers coming into this game. And Jackson is now 2 for 2 from the perimeter.
Yeah, it's one of those things where teams are going to shoot their best when they play against us. You're going to get everybody's best, and he stepped up big right now for the Aggies.
Walters to the right side to Miller. Aggies by 3, 29-26. Davis rocking his way in, turns, couldn't get that one to fall. It's rebounded by Jackson.
He just seems a little bit out of sorts. He gets there, he's making the right move, and when he gets ready to go up, he looks like his feet aren't together.
So the Aggies trying to create separation. Just a couple of possessions left here in the first half. Stay tuned to the break for our halftime show presented by Quality Care Solutions. Copeland is going to call for an Aggie to come close to him. He takes the screen, turning his way to the paint, passes out to the corner. Hamilton, catch and release, no. Rebounded by Walters. Walters will stop. They'll call a timeout. You use this one or you lose it. And the Eagles choose to take this one here. 30.9 to go here in the first half. North Carolina Central Eagle Athletics would like to thank these corporate partners for their support. Chick-fil-A on Hillsborough Road. Eagle Dining by Sodexo. Holloway Funeral Home. MC Real Estate and Bail Bonding. And the North Carolina Central University Foundation. We're live on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports, courtesy of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Stay social with your favorite conference. Search MEAC Sports on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for day-to-day updates on everything MEAC. Also use the hashtag #IBackTheMEAC and a MEAC Nation to see your post reposted. 29-26 is the score. Aggies lead this one by 3. The Eagles trying to do some damage on the scoreboard here as they get ready to inbound. Walters turning at the middle of the floor, matched up with Edmead. 3 seconds in between the timers. Left side, Blunt. Blunt tried to pass it back inside, taken away by A&T. Shot clocks are off. Pass to the left side. And an up and under layup is no good. Jackson's going to lose it out of bounds. And the referee was waiting, trying to get confirmation on the call. And the far side of ref is going to say last touch by the Eagles.
Yeah, he got it right.
Yeah, it's probably a fair call. And they're going to call a timeout here, I think. The referee's going to come to the scorer's table, check on something, not sure what.
Oh, Coach Moulton may have asked for a review.
But even with the stoppage, the Eagles will make a sub here. Davis and Walters out. And Douglas and Aguera in for North Carolina Central. Edmead are ready to toss this one in. Edmead still holding, still has an inbound. And now finally tosses to Copeland. Copeland driving, kick to the corner. Jackson jumper for 2, and that's it for the first half. A&T leads by 5, 31-26. And you're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network and Flow Sports, and this is also a presentation of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference.
Dance starts here. The 2019 MEAC Basketball Tournament is back at Scope Arena in North.
In the community and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
NCCU Athletics.
Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character, in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate.
Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. 31-26 is our score as we get ready to start the second half. North Carolina Central would like to thank these corporate partners for their support. Chick-fil-A on Hillsborough Road, Eagle Dining by Sodexo, Holloway Funeral Home, MC Real Estate and Bail Bonding, and the North Carolina Central University Foundation. Eagles start with the ball to start the second half, and away we go. From left to right on your radio dial. It's a maroon out here at McDougal-McLennan Arena. Plenty of maroon shirts around the nest. Miller on the left side. Rolls it inside Davis. Davis back out Miller. Back to Davis. Davis skips it outside to Perkins. To the corner, McKnight. Inside Douglas. Douglas turns. And the fadeaway jumper rattles, wouldn't go in. Good possession for the Eagles to start the second half. Plenty of ball movement. They got a shot they liked, but it just wouldn't find the target.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The ball's moving well. We just got to start making shots.
Top of the perimeter is North Carolina A&T. Will move the ball around as a drive, and out it goes to number 13, Cameron Langley. Langley, a Greensboro product. Langley lobs this one inside. A fadeaway jumper is missed. Rebounded by North Carolina Central. Southwest Guilford High School, that's where Langley comes from. Had a pretty stellar career there, and he continues as Douglas tries the finger roll right side and couldn't get it when to fall. Still looking for the first bucket of the half as Langley skips it outside. It's a three-pointer on the way. Halfway home, pops out from Terry Harris. Perkins trying to set things up, goes inside Douglas. Douglas turning out to Miller. Miller in the corner. No good, rebounded by A&T. Gold shirts for North Carolina A&T. Gray shirts for North Carolina Central. Here's a drive and a kick to the corner to Harris. Harris bottled up, pivoting, trying to drive in, picks up his dribble and goes back out. And a whistle is going to go against Harris. It was a late whistle, but they called him on the pivot for stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break that time. Looked like he was a little confused about what was going on the play.
Jabri Blunt back into the game now for Zachary Douglas. So the Eagles will inbound. So it's Perkins, Blunt, McKnight, Davis, and Miller, the five, as the Eagles continue here in the second half. Blunt with it. Blunt pivots, goes back to Perkins. Perkins drives to the paint, kicks it out, and he's fouled on the floor.
Yeah, nice move that time by Perkins. He attacked the gap, and that's what he's got to do, be more aggressive, but he's got to get that, make sure that pass is catchable so that we can get the quick shot before they can rotate in the zone.
Jordan Perkins submitted himself in the ever-growing highlight reel of the rivalry of these two teams as the lob goes inside to Davis, and Davis right at the 10 couldn't finish.
Yeah, for a guy who was shot so well early in the season, he's really in a funk right now in the paint.
Usually you see that one fall. Jordan Perkins last year in Greensboro with a play that's going to be replayed on the highlight reel for a long time. So he turned in a layup as he went up against two defenders and lost one at the free throw line and finished on the finger roll at the paint. Miller, one-handed pass to Blunt. It's McKnight. Wide open tray. That one rattles, wouldn't go in.
Yeah, we're getting the looks right now. We just can't make the shot.
31-26. No movement yet. It's been 2.5 minutes, and nobody has scored in the second half.
Well, you like the defense we're playing because we're not letting them get good shots. We're getting good shots, and we're just not knocking them down.
Harris back to Langley. Langley trying to drive. Jumps it inside and off the window for two. Nelson Nweke.
That time we over-rotated in the zone, and two players ended up on one man, and that's never good. That's always going to create an easy basket against the zone.
Nweke, 6 points, 4 rebounds at this point. Pass goes to McKnight. He's going to drive here, lost the handle, and they're going to say he dribbled it out of bounds. 16:56 to go. Aaron Edmead is going to come back in. And there'll be substitutions. Malik Gantz goes out, and Edmead now will inbound.
Yeah, Coach Moon's going to have to find someone who can knock down shots right now. We're getting good looks. Got to find somebody with a hot hand.
This place was really loud earlier. It's fallen a bit silent now. On the right side, Copeland. Copeland to the right and to the corner to Edmead. Edmead trying to find an opening, stops at the right elbow, swings it back out. 10 to shoot, ball loose on the floor, picked up by McKnight. McKnight turning, is going to try to take this one 1-on-3. The Euro step, no. Tip, no. Ball tapped out, A&T back on top of it. Copeland lost a handle on it, he dribbled it off his foot. And somehow it goes into the hands of Edmead.
Right place at the right time, because the Eagles did everything right on that play, just unable to convert.
Harris' three-pointer is good.
5-point swing.
And that's the 6th tray made by A&T in this game. The Eagles made 12 three-pointers on Monday, and now they're seeing the other end of it. Timeout taken by North Carolina Central, 36-26. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Flow Sports, and the MEAC.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive state-of-the-art care in a personal community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Spoken for Communications specializes in speech language pathology and occupational therapy for children of all ages and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at www.spoken-4.com. Spoken for Communications, because every child deserves to be heard.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. 16:06 to go in regulation. The Eagles trailing here, 36-26. Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Go Sports, and the MEAC. Randy Miller Jr. receives the inbound in the backcourt. He goes to Blunt. Inside now, Davis, and a whistle away from the ball. Looks like it'll go against Nweke.
The Eagles now have to find something offensively. They've struggled a little bit at the beginning of this half. Coach Moten went to John Guerrero maybe to try to get some offense by playing defense.
Pass goes inside of Davis. Davis turns and pumps it home with one hand.
And that's how you get off the snide. He's being a little bit too if I say it, he ain't aggressive enough around the basket. He used to try to dunk everything. Now he's kind of going up and throwing up hook shots. And, yeah, that's good. You need to work on those things. But when you can finish strong at the rim, finish strong at the rim.
And with that strong finish, he switched the net. And that leads us to our next media timeout. 15:58 to go in the second half. 36-28. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Flow Sports, and the MEAC.
Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character to gain substance, faith to believe dreams come true, integrity to foster goodwill, loyalty to grow through, and love because there's an abundance of it. At Quality Care Solutions, we seek to provide a safe, constructive climate in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Flow Sports, and the MEAC. Hey, Eagle fans, you're looking for a home away from home? Why not choose the Sheraton Imperial Hotel? There's 331 guest rooms and suites. The Sheraton Imperial is located just minutes from the NCCU campus, and it's your perfect getaway destination and the perfect place to host your alumni events. A&T is turning their way through here.
That's 3 seconds.
Yeah, 3 in the key against Cameron Langley. Sheraton Imperial is a proud supporter of NCCU athletics, and the amount of time that he was staying there, he might have been able to book a bed at the Sheraton Imperial.
Hey, exactly. He could have got his express check-in.
36-28, 15:43 to go here in regulation. Miller, Blunt, Perkins, Guerra, Davis, the 5. It's an interesting combination between Miller and Perkins sharing time at the point at the 1. Call about the 1.5, really. It's this inbound pass is taken away by A&T. It's Langley.
Yeah, that's a couple of bad passes by Blunt from the top. He's got to be a better passer than that.
He'll hand it off here as A&T will move it around the perimeter. Malik Gantz at the top now. He'll spin it back to the left side to Langley. Langley picks up his dribble. He sends it inside to Nweke, and he travels on the left elbow.
Nice pump fake, but he can't shuffle his feet. If he doesn't shuffle his feet, he's got everything he wants in front of him.
So it's 15:09 to go in regulation. The Eagles have scored just the 2 points after the intermission. A&T has been on a 5-2 run, so they haven't really pulled too far away, but they are up by 8, and this game is moving pretty slowly. Perkins to Blunt, top of the perimeter. Blunt goes to Guerra. Guerra back to the left side to Perkins. Perkins shakes to the paint, goes down low to Davis. Davis turning baseline, high arcing floater, couldn't get that one to go. And a rebound will be tracked down, but it'll go out of bounds back to the Eagles.
Yeah, he's falling out sideways. Get your feet together, big fella. Dance a little bit. He's just a little flat-footed to me. Something's just a little bit off on with what he does right now.
You mentioned flat-footed. You look at the footwear from Coach Moten. Coaches in sneakers, coaches versus cancer this weekend.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that on TV today. Saw a lot of coaches bringing back some sneakers I wish I had.
Perkins with it. Goes to Guerra in the corner. Guerra back to Perkins. Perkins to Guerra. Guerra for 3. That one can't find the bottom of the net. It's rebounded by Nweke. Talking about footwear, you've seen a lot of the coaches around this triangle wearing some pretty good shoes.
Yeah.
3 in the corner, missed. Rebounded by Miller as he flies into the paint to pull that one down. He's going to take it across midcourt. He'll turn. He'll look for the designated point. It's Perkins. Perkins to the paint. Out to Guerra. Another corner 3. That one bounces off the rim and over the window.
Getting the looks. He's got to keep trying, though. He's got to find somebody that can knock down shots.
Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Just do it. Nike is the official footwear provider of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Under 14 to go in regulation. The spread is still 8. Slow-moving basketball here in the Bull City. Edmead will hand this one off to Gantz. Gantz off the screen. Goes inside. Here's a drive, and it's blocked out of bounds. Clean block from Rashawn Davis.
Yeah, you know it's a good block because the ball went down. If the ball goes up, then we know it's hands.
And Ronald Jackson was thinking about tearing that rim apart.
Yeah, he was. He looked like he was ready to go Dominique on you.
He receives the inbound pass at the top of the perimeter. And he'll pivot and he'll move it to the right side to Gantz. Gantz driving, charge call. Strong play by Jordan Perkins to plant his feet.
Yeah, that's tough there. I like the stick-to-itiveness, though. Stick your head in there and take that one. That's not always easy to do.
Stop to wipe up the floor here. 13.5 to go in regulation. If you want to get involved in this broadcast, you can tweet me. My Twitter handle is @JDuran9. You can also tweet at NCCU Athletics. Same handle on Instagram, Facebook.com/NCCU Athletics, YouTube.com/NCCU Eagles, where you see another look of that charge up there. You might see it again on the highlights that we'll put up on YouTube. 13.5 to go. This game is always something else hiding in the second half. See what it's going to be. Blunt on the right side. Davis holds, gives to Perkins. Perkins to Blunt. Pump fakes on the three. And he kept his pivot foot down, but he's going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, I don't get that one. He stepped with the same foot in two different directions.
He made two jab steps, and he gets called for a travel.
Wow.
Tough break for Blunt.
He kept his pivot down and made the steps. I don't know. That's a couple of questionable travel calls today on both sides.
13 minutes and change to go here in regulation. Taking his time, Langley. Top of the perimeter, Edmead. He moves off the screen. A&T's been playing this game with very tight screens. That's how they've been running their offense. Jackson gives back to Edmead, 10 to shoot. Edmead, pocket pass inside to Langley. He finishes.
Yeah, they're running our offense better than we're running our offense. They look like us out there with the penetrate, the cut. He's got the option to make the bounce pass or kick it to the shooter. That time he was able to make the bounce pass for the layup.
10-point spread. It's Guerra in the corner, Blunt. Top of the perimeter, Miller. Turning. Fadeaway jumper, free throw line. No good. And the Eagles are just mired right now in neutral.
Yeah, he's got to go to some guys that he normally would play. I don't know why he's holding back, but he's going to have to put his better offensive players on the floor at some point.
Langley moves off the screen. Looks to drive. Looked like a travel. Puts a shot off the window. It's no good. Rebound will be credited to Rashawn Davis. 3 gray shirts were after it. Pass goes all the way up to Jabri Blunt, and he's going to take a seat on the inboard.
And that's that Jordan Perkins I'm talking about. He's making the right pass, but he's not making a good pass. He's seeing what he should see. He's just not making the right play.
12 minutes and 1 second as Perkins is going to go out. Julian Walters will come back in. And the Eagles are slowly working their way into crunch time. They haven't scored in 4 minutes.
Yeah, 2 points and a half. That's not good.
On the left side, Edmead. And a whistle is going to be called against Randy Miller. Called a little bit too tight. 38-28, 11:49 to go. This is Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Flow Sports, and the MEAC.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive, state-of-the-art care in a personal, community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. Pro Sports and the MEAC. 11 3/4 of a minute remaining in regulation. And another whistle on defense is going to go against Julian Walters this time around for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're getting touchy with the fouls. They were letting them play earlier. Now they called 2 really touch fouls. Not sure what's changed.
So 11:41 to go here in the second half. Eagles trailing by 10. Jonathan Duran alongside Hall of Famer Joe Simmons. As the inbound goes to the top of the perimeter to Edmead. Edmead looking to drive, goes all the way through, has a shot altered, and the Eagles get it back. Julian Walters, it was Reggie Gardner in the paint to stop that shot. Miller off the window with contact, gets it to go.
Yeah, that's what he's got to play, Gardner and Miller together. He needs scorers on the floor, and those are his 2 best shooters. He's got to get more out of those 2.
So the Eagles finally score. It's been a while since they found the bottom of the net. 38-30. Here's a jumper right window. No good. Pulled down by Davis, and that's his 10th of the game. Walters up the floor. And Walters seems like he's bringing a new spark of energy for this Eagle team. He goes to Blunt right side, and now Miller. Miller, top of the perimeter, out to Walters. Thought about it from NBA range, but it's Miller. Wide open. Cash.
Now you got to play defense different with 2 shooters on the floor, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to be able to spread the floor, point guard attack, and do what he just did.
And a quick fire 5 points for North Carolina Central, and they're down by 5. 10.5 to go in regulation. Here's Edmead. Pass to the top of the perimeter to Hamilton, and hounded by Randy Miller Jr. He almost took that one away. Hamilton pass to the right side to Harris. Harris to the top now. It's Edmead again. Edmead pulls for 3. Good.
That's a big shot.
Cold 3 from Edmead.
That's a momentum stopper. That was a good shot. He pulled up against good defense. On top of it, was able to knock it down.
Gardner gives to Walters. Walters back to Gardner. They'll play catch. Gardner again to the corner. Miller. Miller's going to drive. Takes the pass. Goes with a left hand. No. Davis tips it around. He's able to get it back. Walters. NBA range. No good. Rebounded by A&T.
Not the shot you want that time. It comes back out. Just set it up and get it to a shooter.
Edmead will hold at midcourt. They'll be matched up with Julian Walters. 9:30 to go. Aggies up by 8. 41-33. Hamilton to the right side. Ball knocked away by Blunt. Blunt up ahead to Miller. Miller with the layup as he protects and puts it in.
Nice job that time, and I like how he's playing defense. He was the one that triggered it with the tip out, and a good job of getting up. And like right now, I like the way this group is playing defense right here.
41-35. Eagles down by 6. 9 minutes to go. And a drive from Jackson. Takes the contact. Can't get that one to fall.
That's a good foul, though.
Trying to see which number it'll be. I think it'll be Walters. 2 and a 0. So it does go against Walters. That'll be his 2nd and team foul number 3. 2 shots coming up for North Carolina A&T. They've been to the free throw line a total of 0 times here in the second half of play.
Yeah, that looked like a contact issue for the guy who was fouled. And the trainer's coming out to clean it before he puts it back in his eye, which is a good idea.
Right. So I'll take a moment now, and he'll get that fixed up. While he does that, I'd like to let you know the 2019 MEAC Indoor Track and Field Championships are coming. MEAC's 12 outstanding institutions will be at the Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex in Landover, Maryland, February 21st and 23rd for 3 days of exciting Division I track and field action. For more information, please visit MEACsports.com and click on the championships link. That's one thing I wish I had done when I was in college. I was a track athlete in middle school and high school, never ran in college. It's one thing I wish I'd done.
I can see you running a little bit.
41-35 as first free throw's up and good from Ronald Jackson. I still do run. Was able to lay down a PR in the 400 last summer, put out a 54. Ooh! Felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, you should. I mean, hey, man, you're not even a trained athlete and you're doing that. That's great, man.
Yeah, I used to be a sprinter. I used to run 100. Favorite times, pulling anchor on the 4x1. Good times. Second free throw is good, so Jackson makes both. He puts the Aggies back ahead by 8. 43-35, 9 minutes even to go in regulation. Bounce pass to the left side to Davis. He'll hand it off. They'll weave around. Gardner, left side, Miller, deep tray. And that's no good. A rebound brought down by A&T by Jackson. Eagles just 3 of 17 from the perimeter in this game.
It's crazy when you think about how good they just shot the ball a couple of days ago. How they're in this little funk now.
Pass taken away by Blunt. He gives to Walters. Options. Walters goes to Gardner. Gardner goes up left side. Shot blocked. Clean block. And Miller absolutely clubbed as he puts up the second chance.
I tell you what, though, I understand why Coach Moten loves this kid. He plays hard. He plays every possession as hard as he can possibly play it, and you got to admire that about the young man.
43-35 as Randy Miller Jr. goes to the line, shooting 80.6% from the free throw line.
We need both of these.
So he regathers himself. He went all the way out behind the arc. They generally allow you to step back as far as you want within reason from the line as Miller puts up the first. It's good. Sub now as Harris comes back in for Nweke. Both of these teams chasing a ring. You can pride your achievements. Jostens is a proud sponsor of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. The Eagles with 3 rings in the last 5 years. Miller's second free throw good. 8:28 to go and now moving left in regulation. It's a 6-point game, 43-37, A&T. Cameron Langley running the offense. Langley in today's game with 7 assists. So he's right on his season average. He gets it right back. Questionable call on the sideline, but Langley still operating. And he gets the ball back and a foul on the handoff. I think that's going to go against Miller.
It is. But
it'll be a second.
Look at how hard he plays, though. Like, he's in a defensive stance away from the ball. He's a good defender on the ball. I mean, I really love his energy. And if a couple of players on the team matched his energy, that'd be about a 10-point swing in every ball game.
So Langley will inbound to the corner. And that goes to Andre Jackson. Jackson back out to Langley. Langley weaving his way in. Double clutches. Misses everything. Brought down by Davis. Out it goes to Walters. Baseball pass up to Gardner. And is tapped away out of bounds by A&T.
I like how you look ahead, young man.
7:52 to go in regulation. 43-37 A&T. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Flow Sports, and the MEAC.
Spoken for Communications specializes in speech-language pathology and occupational therapy for children of all ages and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at www.spoken-4.com. Spoken for Communications, because every child deserves to be heard.
Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character to gain substance, faith to believe dreams come true, integrity to foster goodwill, loyalty to grow through, and love because there's an abundance of it. At Quality Care Solutions, we seek to provide a safe, constructive climate in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Go Sports, and the MEAC. Eagle fans set sail with the Eagle Club on their annual Spirit of Norfolk Brunch Cruise. While you're in Norfolk for the MEAC tournament, you can support the team that supports the Eagle athletes. Early bird tickets are available for $65. Tickets are $75 on the day of the cruise. For cruise info, visit Eagle Club info at nccu.edu. 37-43, 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second half as Blunt fires a three. That's no good. Rebounded by A&T, and they'll come back up the floor. And there you go, another opportunity for the Eagles from the perimeter, and they just haven't been able to find the target.
Yeah, not a typical shooting day. Not getting our best from our shooters today. One more time, Langley shovels it back out. Here's Ed Mead with it now. It goes down low.
Jackson pump fakes. Out it goes Edmead. His three is no good. Rebounded by Davis. That's his 13th. Walters goes into the half court. Moves off the screen out to Miller. And Miller will bring the ball back to the top of the arc to Walters. Left side, Gardner. Gardner inside Davis. He faces up. Back to Gardner. Walters. He takes the three. It's no good. Rebounded by A&T.
Yeah, Walters has to learn when he's penetrating, though. Like, if he takes one more dribble, he's going to bring the defender him. He can probably drop it off to Davis for the easy dunk on the backside. He got rid of it and kicked it out too fast.
Moving off the screen, Langley. He turns in the paint. Floats it inside. Tapped away by Davis. Walters with it now. 4-on-3. Gardner protects the layup. Is no good, but he's fouled. So they will call the foul. At first, I was thinking it was going to be a contact with no whistle. But Gardner does get the foul.
Yeah, I was okay with it because I knew we had to follow up. If I would have been mad if he'd have made it, though, because I would have wanted the end one. So either way, it works out for him. He's got a chance to go to the line and find a rhythm. He hadn't been able to take any shots yet from the field, or he's passing up shots that he would normally take to try to create a rhythm. But he needs to find his rhythm and become the offensive player we know he can be.
First of two free throws from Gardner is good. Get up to the minute updates on Eagle Athletics when you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just type at NCCU Athletics in the search bar and join the conversations. That's at NCCU Athletics, or use the hashtag EagleEra. Year 10 for North Carolina Central. It's a Division I program. It's been quite the journey.
It has been a journey, and we started out on the lowest of lows, but we've had some highs that'll be memorable forever. Gardner
makes both and immediately goes to defend Aaron Edmead. He receives the inbound pass. 4-point game, 43-39, 6.5 to go in regulation. Edmead on the left side. Edmead bounces to the middle of the floor to Copeland. Copeland off the screen. And now moves it to the left. Back to Edmead. 10 to shoot. Edmead pivots, still holding it. 5 to shoot now. Down low to Jackson. Jackson fadeaway is good. 45-39.
Yeah, that's a tough shot that time over pretty good defense by Miller, and he was still able to get the shot. That's just a good offensive play that time.
Perkins back into the game to run the offense. And Blunt misses the target on the pass. Lobbed that one. I guess the ball slipped out.
Yeah, I don't even think Boogie Cousins could have caught that one on the box.
Man. Well, looking ahead for North Carolina Central just briefly. They're playing what's a high-intensity game here at home against North Carolina A&T. After this game is over, they're going right on the road tomorrow to Savannah State, and that's going to be a tough game. The Eagles historically have met their challenge at Tiger Arena. Drive inside, ball lost out of bounds, and the referee's going to give it back to A&T. I'm not sure about that one.
I think he just lost that when he saw the block coming and double-clutched and lost it.
Sub now is McKnight. Will come back in now for Gardner.
Yeah, I thought Gardner was giving us a lot of good effort on defense. Loving his effort on defense in that series. So McKnight better bring it.
So look at the replay. All the Eagles highly upset that they didn't get the call to go their way. Edmead with it left wing. Match with Jordan Perkins. Moves around the screen. Dishes to the right side. And it looked like a travel from Jackson, but that's going to be it for the shot clock. The Eagles are down by 6 here, 45-39. Sub now as Malik Gantz will go back in for Hamilton. Blunt inbounds to Perkins. Perkins will walk this one across midcourt. 5 minutes to go. North Carolina A&T has the lead, but it's only by 6. Perkins left side, Miller. Miller back to Perkins. Perkins again to Miller. Deep tray, lets it fly. Off the heel of the iron, rebounded by McKnight. And he gives it back to Miller. So the Eagles with another opportunity here. Perkins inside. Davis on the alley-oop.
And that's what Walters had a couple of times, but he didn't take the extra dribbles to make it happen.
Big homie Sheed. He liked that play.
Yes,
got up and flexed a little bit as he saw that. 45-41. Eagles down by 4. Haven't been in the lead since the first half. Edmead on the left side. Turns around his screen. Driving in. Blocked away. And brought down by Perkins. Perkins pass to Miller. Miller lost it. Coming back the other way, A&T with Copeland.
Yeah, he made a decision in his mind what he was going to do, and he forgot the basketball.
Timeout taken by North Carolina A&T, 4:07 to go. Be a full timeout. 4:07 to go, 45-41 North Carolina A&T. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Pro Sports, and the MEAC.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive state-of-the-art care in a personal community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Spoken for Communications specializes in speech language pathology and occupational therapy for children of all ages and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at www.spoken-4.com. Spoken for Communications, because every child deserves to be heard.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Pro Sports, and the MEAC as the ball is inbounded into the backcourt for Aaron Edmeade. 20 seconds to shoot for North Carolina A&T. They lead this one 45-41. Gantz with it, rolls it inside. Jackson lost the handle on it. It goes back out to Gantz. 7 to shoot. Gantz driving, and he's going to be called for he's going to draw the foul on the floor.
He hit Miller in the face, but I don't know who they're calling the foul on.
It's going to go against Miller.
Yeah, he hit Miller in the face, slinging his arms. Wow.
That's his third, and it's going to be on the floor, not in the act of shooting. Both of these teams have committed 5 fouls. And they're going to put 20 back up on the shot clock here. So the Aggies will inbound from the baseline. Jonathan Duran alongside Joe Simmons. Edmeade is ready to toss this one in. Pass goes to the left, and they'll move it to the top of the perimeter to Jackson, now Copeland. Left side, Edmeade. Moves off the screen to his left. Jumper on the move. No, he doesn't take it, and it's brought down by Blunt. Perkins with it. Perkins crosses over and moves it to Blunt. Left side, McKnight. Inside, Davis. Davis back inside Blunt. Shot off the window, no, and the tap wouldn't go either.
It's one of them days, man. It's a lid on that thing.
It's just one of those days. 45-41. 3:14 to go in regulation. Ball pass to the left side to Copeland. Copeland off the screen, looks to drive. Step back jumper on the baseline is good.
And you have an easy layup you can't make, and he's making high difficulty shots like that. It frustrates you as a player.
Perkins with it. Looking to drive now. He goes inside to Davis. Davis tried to jam it in, and he was looking around for a foul call, but got nothing.
Yeah, not a lot of contact on that either. He's got to go up strong and finish that.
6-point spread, 2.5 to go. Here's Copeland. Copeland off the screen to his left. Moves over to the middle of the floor. Free throw line, Jay. This time it's no good. Rebound spikes down. Tap and controlled. Well, it'll be out of bounds, so it'll go to North Carolina Central. Last touched by Ronald Jackson out of bounds.
I think he called a foul because he tackled Jordan.
He will call a foul, so it is a foul against Jackson. And that is the 6th, so the Eagles now go into the bonus on the next foul. So Cameron Langley comes in as Edmeade takes a seat. The Eagles got to start making some buckets here.
Yeah, it's time to turn it up a little bit.
Perkins to the right side. McKnight back to Perkins, and now Miller. Perkins right side. Perkins drives to the paint, dishes out to McKnight for three. No good. Rebounded by Davis. And Davis nearly traveled as he brought down that rebound. It was last touched out of bounds by Gantz. High effort play by Davis.
Yeah, they're getting looks, man. You can't complain about the looks they're getting. They're just not making shots.
We talked about how free this game has been. A&T is 4 for 5 from the free throw line. North Carolina Central is 4 for 4. And that's it.
Yeah. They haven't called a lot of fouls.
2 minutes ring out from Bill Murphy at the scorer's table. Perkins inside Davis. Turns good on the right-hand hook. Timeout taken by the Eagles.
Yeah, now they got to turn that defensive intensity up. They got to get a steal right here real quick and see if they can get some more points on the board.
And this will be I guess it'll be a full timeout here. Waiting to see. It will be a full timeout, 47-43. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Flow Sports, and the MEAC.
Quality Care Solutions is committed to providing effective mental health and substance abuse services to children. We focus on the foundational tenets of honesty to build trust, character to gain substance, faith to believe dreams come true, integrity to foster goodwill, loyalty to grow through, and love because there's an abundance of it. At Quality Care Solutions, we seek to provide a safe, constructive climate in which change occurs by emphasizing positive aspects of each child rather than focusing on negative behaviors. Quality Care Solutions Incorporated, making a difference one child at a time.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network. 106 seconds remaining here in regulation and melting. 47-43 North Carolina A&T. Jonathan Dern alongside Hall of Famer Joe Simmons as we boil this one down to the end. Langley off the screen, moves it to the right corner. Did look like he walked there.
Oh, my goodness.
Langley looking to drive now, lost the handle on it. He's tied up, pivoting away. He's able to toss this out. 3 seconds to shoot. Copeland, 2 seconds, turning, and a pass taken away. Ball loose, shot clock violation.
Well, that's the defensive possession you need. Now you need to knock down at least 2, but a 3 would be nice here because it gives you the incentive now to be able to get the ball last and finish.
4 points. That's it. 75 seconds. That's it. Perkins across midcourt. And a whistle away from the ball will go against A&T as McKnight hit the floor. So now 1-1.
That's even better.
This one's going to go against Nweke. And Nweke will be charged with his 4th. 1-1 opportunity for Larry McKnight here. And they're going to take a moment now. They're going to go to the scores table and review the last call.
I think they're going to look to see if there was anything flagrant in it.
So while they break, North Carolina Central Eagle Athletics will like to thank these corporate partners for their support. The Millennium Durham Hotel, True Pack Moving Systems, Omar Beasley Bail Bonding, M&F Bank, Fraser and Griffin Attorneys at Law, and the R&B Grill. And even though the Eagles are going to be gone for the next 3 games, I'd like to let you know, for the safety and security of our fans, Eagle Athletics has implemented a clear bag policy for all ticketed home events. Prohibited items include backpacks, purses, fanny packs, and drawstring bags. NCCU clear bags will be available for sale at home basketball games for $10. For more information, visit nccueaglepride.com or call 919-530-6530. So after the review, it'll just go in as a common foul, and McKnight will shoot 1-1. So McKnight gets the ball from the official. 6 points to his credit so far in this game. First free throw is no good. Rebounded by Davis. He puts it in for 2. Eagles down by a double. 60 seconds to go. Coming up the floor is Copeland on the right side. Copeland has the ball knifed away. And ball's tied up. Jump ball possession arrow to A&T.
Yeah, that was smart to hold on to it when you know you got the possession arrow, but good job by the Eagles on defense that time.
53.1 to go. 47-45 is the score. Aggies up by 2, and they have the ball getting ready to inbound. As Cameron Langley organizes the Aggie offense. Gets the ball now, and they'll flip the possession arrow. Langley with it. 48 seconds to go in regulation. Langley gives it to Nweke, back to Langley. Now to the right side, Copeland, 6 to shoot. Copeland and 3 to shoot. Copeland pulls deep range. 3 is no good. Rebound brought down by A&T.
That can't happen.
And it's Langley. He's got to be fouled by Perkins. Eagles have, that was actually the Eagles' last foul to give.
Yeah,
the next one, Wilson, A&T into the bonus.
Yeah, McKnight stood there and watched it. He's got to come back and get that basketball. He just stood there flat-footed.
And A&T is going to call a timeout here.
Oh, my.
That'll be a full timeout. They'll stretch it out. 27.6 to go. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Go Sports, and the MEAC.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields, where all you need is a Bojangles Big Bow Box and a love for the game. So bring your chicken, your biscuits, your fixins, and your tea, because game day doesn't begin with a whistle. It begins with a Bojangles tailgate.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat have a 100-year tradition of providing advanced, friendly, caring treatment to every patient. Our staff and physicians deliver comprehensive, state-of-the-art care in a personal, community-based setting. For your convenience, North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat has 4 convenient locations located throughout the Triangle. We specialize in ophthalmology, LASIK, allergy, and audiology. Contact us today at 919-595-2000 or visit www.nceent.com. NC Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics.
Eagle Basketball on the NCCU Sports Network, Go Sports, and the MEAC. 27.6 to go here in regulation. A&T up by 2 and with the ball, 47-45. Both teams out of fouls to give. Inbound goes to Harris, and pass is tipped away out of bounds. A&T keeps it 25.3.
Close to a deflected ball that would have almost benefited for the Eagles.
That's Joe Simmons. I'm Jonathan Duran. The referee's going to talk this over.
I think they want to know if the shot clock should be turned off.
And I think they're going to have to.
It is off, though. It was 28 seconds when they started the possession after the foul, so.
Well, North Carolina Central Eagle Athletics would like to thank these corporate partners for their support. Blue Cross Blue Shield, North Carolina, North Carolina Education Lottery, and Sheraton Imperial Hotel and Conference Center. And while we are starting to get to our evening hours, got a couple of food options for you. You can make dinner fun size tonight. Chick-fil-A nuggets. You can choose grilled or fried, 4, 6, 8, 12, even 30 count. Feed any crowd and preference, because it's the little things that make dinner delightful. Chick-fil-A. And basketball fans, for those of you that have attended a game here at North Carolina Central University, you can take that home ticket back to the City Barbecue down Highway 54 and get a 10% discount on a single meal. City Barbecue is a proud supporter of Eagle Athletics. This is the first of 2 meetings between North Carolina Central University and North Carolina A&T. As all of these will have massive implications on their seeding in the MEAC tournament. And call it the big dance. It starts here. 2019 MEAC Basketball Tournament is coming to the Norfolk Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia, March 11th to the 16th. Don't miss 6 days of exciting men's and women's Division I basketball action as teams fight for a spot in the big dance. For more information, visit MEACHoops.com, and you can buy tickets through Institution's Ticket Office, Ticketmaster, or the MEAC office at 757-951-2055. So still checking everything out here. 24 seconds will be left on the shot clock, 25.3. So the Aggies will be forced to put a shot up. Okay. Although the Eagles more than likely aren't going to let all that time burn away.
Exactly.
Eagle fans, MC Real Estate and Bail Bonding has been serving the community for more than 2 decades. Call 919-688-3659 for MC Real Estate and Bail Bonding. Ed Mead is now ready to inbound. Ed Mead looking. Finally inbounds to Jackson. He'll be fouled by Blunt. So it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Ronald Jackson.
Usually you like to foul the big fella, but the last time he went to the line, he made it look pretty easy.
72% free throw shooter to this point of the season.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a really good stroke, and I don't think he's going to be fazed by the moment.
Rashawn Davison, Zachary Douglas out. And Jackson to shoot 1-and-1 here. 24.5 to go in regulation. Calm routine, first free throw is good. Join the Ladies of Dawn on Saturday, April 27th at 6 for their annual NCCU Athletics fundraiser at the Durham Convention Center in downtown Durham. All funds raised go directly to support scholarships for NCCU student athletes. For event info, call 919-530-6530. 24.5 left to go. Jackson trying to make it a 2-possession game, and he does. 4 points in between the two, 49-45. Perkins has it now. Perkins across midcourt, trying to find an outlet. Out it goes to Miller in the corner for 3. No, brought in by McKnight. Foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Gonna need him to make at least one of these.
Foul charge to 22, Malik Gantz.
Yeah. I mean, Miller hit nothing on that shot.
And Gantz gets his second, team foul number 8 for A&T. See another look at McKnight, pulls down the rebound, got hacked on the arm by Gantz. So 2 shots for McKnight. The first is good. North Carolina Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat is a proud partner of NCCU Athletics. They have 5 convenient locations throughout the Triangle. Call 919-595-2000 to book your appointment with or visit them at nceent.com. Critical free throw coming up here for McKnight. A referee letting everybody know 1 shot. Second free throw from McKnight is no good. Rebounded by A&T and a quick foul by Miller. It'll be a 1-and-1 now. As going to the line will be Quay Copeland.
Gotta hope for the best. Hope he misses one of these. Misses the first one.
It's a 3-point game. Copeland at the line. He'll shoot 2.
Surprised he didn't bring Davis back in.
And the Eagles will take the timeout here. That'll be a 30-second timeout. The NCCU Sound Machine needs your support when they compete in the Charlotte Hornets HBCU Night Challenge. Make plans to see the Sound Machine compete against the top regional HBCU bands on February 5th at 1:30 in Charlotte. The band with the most support will perform at halftime of the Hornets game that night. For information, call 704-688-9018. Baseball season right around the corners. 20 days away now at this point. Eagle Baseball will host its annual first pitch dinner on Saturday, February 2nd. The event raises scholarship money for the Eagle Baseball student athletes. The featured guest speaker for the night is famed MLB umpire, Cowboy Joe West. For information, Call 919-530-6530. 13.2 to go here in regulation. 49-46, a 1-and-1 opportunity for Quay Copeland here. Copeland's first free throw is good. He is an 85% free throw shooter. And it's back to a 2-possession game. And this one, if he makes it, can make this game just a little bit chilly.
Yeah, he's got a chance to almost put the nail in the coffin with this one.
Here's the second free throw. It's good. So it's a 5-point game, 46-51. Perkins will race the ball up the floor. Perkins down the left channel. Perkins gives to Miller in the corner. Miller's going to drive. He goes with the layup. It's good. So it's back to 3. 7.1 to go. Ready to inbound, looking is Harris, and it's knocked away out of bounds, and A&T will keep it.
Yeah, you keep it out of Copeland's hands and hope someone else catches it, because I don't think he's going to miss any.
Copeland will be the inbounder here.
Yeah, that's even better.
Copeland gets the ball from the official. He's looking. Finally bounces in. Ball almost taken away in the backcourt. Edmead trying to run away, and he's finally fouled with just 2.7 to go.
Wow.
And he just needs to make one of these, you would think.
Yeah, you're going to need him to miss the first one if you got a chance.
51-48 is the score as Aaron Edmead goes to the line. Edmead will shoot 2. Rather, he still will shoot 1-and-1. Here's the first free throw. It's no good. Rebounded by Douglas. Douglas with a full court heave. Nothing. And the Eagles are going to fall at home to North Carolina A&T for the first time in 3 seasons. 51-48. North Carolina A&T remains undefeated. 6-0. They're now 11-9. Overall, the Eagles 4-2 and 9-11 in league play. Just about does it for our broadcast here. Joe, any final words as we sign off here on Flow Sports?
It's one of those things where the shots just didn't fall today, man, and that's all you really can hope for is the shots fall better next time.
Well, that just about does it for our broadcast. For those of you listening on the NCCU Sports Network, stay tuned for our our post-game report presented by Bojangles. You heard it all right here on the NCCU Sports Network. We'll see you next time on Flow Sports and the MEAC.
You're listening to NCCU Basketball
and occupational therapy for children of all ages, and is a proud sponsor of NCCU Athletics. Spoken for Communications serves clients from Durham County to Bertie County. For more information on Spoken for Communications, call 919-361-1090 or online at